Hey everybody, welcome to It Came from Tubi. So Tubi is a great streaming platform, but they also make original movies, and it's our job to watch them. And this time we were treated to one of the earliest. Last time I said it was the first. Apparently there's a big debate online about what actually is the first Tubi movie, according to AI. But it's one of the earliest. It's A Chance for Christmas. So Tubi started out by trying to do the Hallmark thing, and we will see if they were successful or not.
This is one of the oldest Tubi originals.
Yes, this is the oldest one we've watched.
It looks like way better than some of the
You
ones
always
this
say
year.
that with the old one. I don't think it started off great. I was like,
Not great, but it looked better.
this looks pretty trash. But let's find out let's get right into it. So, A Chance for Christmas. It's about an influencer, and this is like old
This did
school.
confuse me when the movie started. I was like, what, a commercial?
Yeah, so she's an influencer. She has like this YouTube channel. I don't know if they call it YouTube, but it's Christina A. Chance, the Chance family. So basically, she's a influencer that does life hack videos, and she's got this fetish for love handles, but we'll talk about that later.
She's one of those corrupt family tubers.
Are they corrupt? I don't know anything about family
They're
tubers.
usually like abusive.
Okay, well, she kind of fits that. No, I'm just kidding. Uh, she's telling us how to make the perfect Thanksgiving by wrapping things in bacon. Can you tell what the heck she wrapped in bacon?
It just looks like bacon cigars or like bacon roll-ups.
I mean, I would say like,
I would assume jalapenos, but
but
it just
there's no green sticking out.
I
Usually you
don't
can
know.
tell the jalapenos. These look like, I don't know. She wrapped sausage in bacon.
Which
Maybe
I wouldn't be against, but
maybe olives. She
I
tells
have no
us
idea.
once they're crisp, take them out of the oven. Thanks for that info. And then the husband,
Steve.
Steve, comes in and he's like, "Oh, this bacon is lovely," or something. I don't know what he said. And she's like, "Oh, Steve." And then they do this really corny family because they're the Chance family, and they're like, "Say," and they're like, "Happy holidays" or something. I don't know.
They're like,
Uh
not a chance. Ha ha ha.
so it turns out that they were actually watching this at the Love Handles.
That's a terrible name
It is a
for.
terrible. So Love Handles is like this big corporation. They make handles, I guess. They make all kinds of stuff. They make like everything. But they make stuff for like women and moms. And this lady's like the CEO, and she's like, "This is the person we need to be our spokesperson." And it's that Christina, and she's like, "Yeah, I would really want to be your
She
spokesperson."
says something insane in this pitch, but it's at the end of it.
And she's like, "Okay, you could be our spokesperson, but you got to get 2 million views on Christmas Day on your live cast." They call them live casts. They mean live streams because you're not casting the people's stuff. But um, so that's like crazy on Christmas Day. You gotta get 2 million views, and apparently it's not one live stream. You could break them up into video. Basically, she wants 2 millions on like videos for Christmas Day, and that's the challenge for Christina. Do you remember what was crazy?
Oh, she's like, if you do well or something like that, you have full control of our
The social media.
social media. I was like, what?
They're gonna hand over. She's like the Mr. Beast of mom influencers. So that's the challenge. She's like, "Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, no problem." And she's like, "You got this." So she kind of like shoos her away. Go get that. And then, well, actually, before that, we should say that she wanted to meet Dev. She knows Devin for some reason. She
They've
really
been
want.
working together.
They really want to meet each other, but she's like, "Oh, he's not here. He's doing something else." But really, he is here. She has like this weird jealousy of like her Devin's love for Christina. Uh, Basically, Devin
I
is
don't think
her
she has
like.
a jealousy. I think she just like it's kind of weird that he's so into her, even though she's married and
You don't
like,
think she's jealous?
mm-mm.
I think because she's
I don't
like,
think she honestly cares. I think she
yeah,
just like
because she's
weird.
like, oh, you missed your crush, and he's like,
Yeah,
she's
it's
not my.
weird because he brought her on to this because he's a fan of hers, but like he's obviously got a crush on her. He's very weird.
He's the biggest fan. He's her biggest fan. I don't know what his job is, but
She says like account something.
yeah, accountant or something. But she basically wants him to help her get to the 2 million views. And she just acted like a real witch on this part. I don't know why. Uh, so Christina gets home and she's got all this.
Well, she was rude because she's like, if you don't do this, you're all fired.
Yeah,
And somehow she's fired even though she's not an employee, but
yeah. She just. I know that's true. So she gets home with all the like stuff that she needs, and it turns out her home's a mess. It's got like stuff everywhere. Kids are just like they don't know. This kid's pulling out Pop Tarts out of the
oh dude,
refrigerator.
he started going for the toaster. I was like, dude, what are you doing with that little guy? What are you
Who keeps Pop Tarts in the refrigerator?
heathens?
These kids are I don't know. I don't think she's a good mom. I don't think she teaches these kids anything.
She's not a good mom. They say that later.
But and she's like, "Okay, man, this is the family." Turns out Steve, who portrays her husband on these videos, is actually dating her mom, who's divorced from the dad, who just like he's pretty supportive for you know her dating some younger guy. And, I mean, he's
He
not
just makes
supportive of
quips
it.
about it.
Yeah, he just kind of laughs at it, but he hangs around. He wants to be around the family. And then, like I said, the kids like taking apart the toaster. That's what he does. He's a little weird. His name's Hugo, and then the girl's name's Kaylee, I think.
Yeah, Kaylee.
Kaylee, and Kaylee's like a typical teenager girl. She's just like she pouts the whole time. And she's like, okay, we got to do this. We got to get 2 million views. We can do this. And the mom's a real hornball.
Yeah, mom's
Likes
weird.
likes the taste of the younger men. uh, like I said, Hugo is like, dude, we can't do this. He's got a thing for toasters. I don't know why.
Him and his
And
precision screwdrivers.
and they put Pop Tarts in the fridge, Jared. I can't get over it. A Chance for Christmas is the movie. So you're
What does that mean?
well, their last name's a Chance.
Yeah, I know, but like, what's the double meaning behind it? Like,
Well, it could be Christmas. No, maybe because they have to get to that 2 million, man, for Christmas. And there's a chance of it. Get used to this screen. So this is her phone, and it's telling
that
us this,
terrible song.
that terrible. Did that get stuck in your head? I like every time I was like, ah. And it's like she gets up at 6 every morning. These kids don't know how to sleep in a bed either. They're all like hanging
I wake up
off.
like that sometimes.
They're like hanging off the side of the bed. And she tells them to wakey wakey eggs and bakey. She goes to the kitchen. She's making eggs, but they also have Pop Tarts because this family runs off Pop Tarts. Uh,
He always has some Pop Tarts just bacon, dude.
dude, yeah, he's like Elliot with the Reese Pieces Pop Tarts. Kaylee comes down and she's like in her pajamas and she's like, "Go get dressed. What are you doing?"
You need to be wearing a dress.
Yeah, did I tell you to wear a dress? So, and then they do a video for making cookies. That's the first video, making sugar cookies. Devin, he's psyched because he's
Dude,
like, oh,
he's psyched out of his mind. It's
he,
like I said, he's weird.
he's a fanboy, man. He just loves this lady, and he's excited to get there. He's talking to the boss, and he's like, I'm almost there. And he pulls up, and the mom's like, "Ooh, who is this?" And even she's kind of like, "Ooh,
Who's
who's
this
this?"
tall drink of water? The mom
Yeah,
says.
and I think even she's kind of like, "Ooh." So she actually thinks it's the Santa because they ordered a Santa. So they think he's Santa.
Although he's like in a very like nice car, and they think he's the rental Santa or like the hired Santa.
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense. So they get him in the house, and she's like, "I'm gonna find the Santa thing," and she's like, "Dad, play with Hugo," and he's like, "Okay, we got the toaster." And then Devin's world is shocked because he comes into
He
the
got a little
house,
glimpse behind the curtain, and he's
he
like,
sees how
"Oh,
the sausage is made, and he is shocked because there's garbage or trash everywhere, and he's like, "What the heck? I thought she was the best homemaker ever."
which is weird." He's just like,
I
"Amazon
know.
boxes, unheard of."
It's so weird how he reacts to this because he's like, "Oh!" He's just like his heart is broken. So she gives it to Santa. He's like, "Who do you think I am?" And he's like, I'm here to help you, and I'm from Love Handles." And she's shocked. She's like, "Ah!" And then more shock comes when Steve starts making out with the mom, but they're too scared to actually show it. Maybe Steve's not that great of an actor because he doesn't go all the way. He doesn't go method and actually kiss this lady. They kind of like hide it. But yeah,
Devin's like, "Oh."
Devin's screaming. He's like, "Ah!" And she's like, "Do you want to sit down?" And he's like, "Yes." And he never does. He just like lingers there for a minute, just standing up. Um, so yeah, he tells her that she's from the company and everything, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm a big phony. Uh, Steve's not my husband. He's dating my mom, and you
Oh,
know."
this is the part I think
But
where he says, "You're lying," and she's
mhm.
like, do you know what the pressure is of keeping this up?" It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that doesn't negate your lying.
But no, doesn't she say like, "Yeah, everyone does it on YouTube, like welcome to
Yeah.
YouTube" or something like that? They start yelling at each other. It was so weird. I did not expect that reaction, but they started like yelling at. He's like, "You're lying," and she's like, "You know how much pressure I'm." And it was weird. I was like, "Why are they yelling at each other?" Um. So the next video is Steve putting up the lights, and he doesn't know how because
Hashtag love handles.
hashtag love handles. So love, like I said, love handles are like handles, like actual handles for like stuff. But they also make cookbooks. I don't know what love handles does. It's weird. Um,
I
yes,
I would guess like kitchen
yeah, but they,
supplies.
yeah, like it's like Tupperware or something like that. Because they make the hooks, right? And they also make cookbooks. I don't know. So Steve's not very good at putting up lights. We learn
We learned he's great at it.
not yet. He
What
has
do you
to
mean
get.
not yet? This takes place in the day. What,
Oh, yeah,
nothing
we
changes.
gotta get to that. I don't know. We're gonna have to explain that when we get to it. He's still Devin's still freaking out, and she's like, "Scream! You gotta
He
stop freaking
he
out!"
hasn't composed after seeing that
The lady kissing, I guess.
older lady, younger man make out session.
She's like, "What is going on?" The next video is they putting ornaments on the tree, and the dad's like, or the mom's like, "Hey, let's put the family ornaments." And she's like, "No, we gotta use the love handle ornaments." So
Did they
that
ever say how Steve meets the mom or how they wound up together?
we do know that Steve and Christina went to school together. So
Makes sense.
maybe she's just like, "Oh, I always liked that kid." That's kind of sick, but it's kind of disgusting. But that's how it went down. Next video is gingerbread houses. The kid's like, "Let's put a rocket on the porch," and she's like, "Yeah, we're just making a regular gingerbread house." And he's like, "Oh,
Gingerbread houses are better with
with
love
love
handles.
handles."
Fat gingerbread houses.
You need something to hold
Look at
your.
that little Santa in the back. He is
Oh yeah, I
adorable.
never noticed that. It kind of looks like the real Santa. And then the last video is them turning on the lights, and they're like, "Yeah." They all clap because the lights got turned on, and then Santa shows up, and he's like giving out gifts. Cause in they're like, "Oh, it's kind of weird that Santa's here, but okay." Uh, and then they say I forget what they say, but they're like, "Merry Christmas" and "Ho ho ho." But Santa like doesn't leave. He like continues into the house and he's like putting Christmas under the trees and she's kind of weirded out. She's like, what are you doing? I thought you were just a rental Santa." And then he's like, "Here, these are from Love Handles. We got you a gift." Well, at first he's like, "I got you a gift," but then it's like, "Oh, it's Love Handles gave you a gift." She's like, "Thanks." Whatever. Santa goes and does the dishes. And they're like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "This is my gift to
This
you."
is part of the package, lady.
Yeah. Just and then they look at the stats, right, for um the views because they were
She
supposed to
only
get two
got
million.
like 700,000 or something
I
like
thought it
that.
was less. I thought it was like 400. She didn't
No,
make it because who the
yeah.
heck? I mean, I'm sure in the wife influencers are huge on YouTube, but I'm sure it takes some time to get to 2 million views on a video. You can't just do it in one night. So she doesn't get there, and she's
Unless
like,
you're those kids opening
"True, if
toys.
you're opening a
That's
toy."
like an instant million.
um, or in the Minecraft heyday, if you were doing that. Um, But she's like, "Dang it, we didn't make it. I wish we could do it all over
And
again."
Santa's like, do you really
Dude,
want that?
he's like, "Be careful what you wish
Mm,
for."
that could be a dangerous wish, he says.
Yeah, Santa's
You might
very
die. And they're like,
Santa's
that's a weird thing for a rental Santa to say.
he's a very foreboding Santa. So they so she like kicks everyone. She's like, "Everybody out," because she's so upset. So she kicks
She's a
Devin.
failure.
She kicks Devin and Santa's out, and Devin's like, "Hey, you working hard this tonight?" And he's like, "You have no idea, huh?" She cries. Devin gets fired on the phone. The CEO's working on Christmas Day, and fires him.
She's like eyes like a hawk on those numbers,
Those
dude.
views, yeah. So she wakes up and it's 6 o'clock, and she thinks it's Christmas Day. And she goes and makes some coffee and some Pop Tarts because that's the way you start your day.
That's the chance staple.
That's the chance way. And then the dad knocks on the door and she's like, "What are you doing here?" And he's like, "Oh," he gets all offended whenever she's like, "What are you doing here?" And he's like, "It's filming day. I'm here." And the kids come in there
Look,
like,
camera.
"It's still Christmas Eve." And she's like, "What?"
And she's like, good.
He's like, "It's still Christmas Eve. We're doing it again." And then Devin shows up and he's like, "It's weird. I had a dream that I already did this day." And they already know each other, her and him and Christine. They're like, "Don't I know you?" And they're like, "Yeah, we met." Um, and she's like, "Come into the house and tell me everything about this dream you had." And he does. And she's like, "We lived this. It's Groundhog Day." We got stuck in Groundhog Day. And then the whole day they're just like trying to figure out what it is. And he's like, "Maybe we got sucked into a black hole." And she's like, "You're a stupid idiot." And she's like, we're groundhogging it, man. We're Bill Murray now." And then Santa's there because he's there again for this day, putting the presents in the tree again. And he's
He's
like,
like,
"I
what did I
told you,
say?
yeah, I told you, be careful." And then he just like disappears because and then they get fired again because they didn't put no videos on that day. And they're like, "What are we gonna do?" And they're like, you know, we gotta get the 2 million views. And so that's what they're determined to do. She wakes up in the morning. He wakes up. He like touches his cheeks for some reason. I don't know why he does that.
He's pretty happy that morning, isn't he?
He starts dancing. It's a morning person, I guess. And she comes down. She starts doing stuff right, right. So she makes breakfast. Um, I can't remember. She gets Kaylee to change easier this time.
She doesn't even look when she's walking out. She's just like, change.
Yeah, it's like, sure. And Devin comes and with the dad, and he's like, "I don't know this guy." And he's like, "This is Devin from Love Handles." they try the cookie thing again, and Devin's like, "Hey, can I give you some information, or can I give you a note?" He
Here's
tells
a
her.
little tip.
Yeah, he's
He's
giving her a
like,
tip.
be the key, like the Keely on the videos, and that way everyone likes you.
Yeah, be be more likable, basically. So instead, she's like, "Well, where's Dad's sugar cookie?" Oh, know what? She's like,
Oh wait,
"What?"
he's gone because you left him.
Yeah, because of these stupid videos he left. That is weird. They do say that. The husband, her original husband name was Greg, and he didn't like that she did these videos, so he left them. How do you feel about that, Jared?
I probably wouldn't like him like doing that either.
You
I
wouldn't
don't
like.
know if I'd leave my family, but I'd be like, do we have to do this?
That's her job. She's an influencer. And then, so she starts like yelling at the cameras, like, "What did you do?" And he's like, "I gave her a no."
She's like, cut.
And then, but he doesn't cut. He just like keeps filming, so everyone sees her blowing up at the camera, and like,
The
"Whoops!"
boss is like, you're fired.
Yeah, and so they get fired really earlier this time, and he's like, "Ugh." So he's like, "I'm sorry." She's like, "Okay." She's like, "You're lucky you're hot." So
That's
they
true.
get,
If he wasn't hot, this wouldn't even happen.
yeah. So they start the next day. That stupid song again. You think she would just? Oh, I guess she couldn't change this. Like I said, he dances, man. He's like all
He's
happy.
jazzed. He's like, I'm gonna learn things today.
And I'm with my fan, or not my fan, my idol, and
I'm her biggest fan.
uh, so they're
And then
playing
this
this.
dum dum, they're
This
like, she's like, I'll teach you how to bake. And he just starts like mixing the eggs,
with his
nothing else
hands.
with his hands.
Yeah,
And he's like, oh, I'm nervous
I'm so nervous
because I'm
around
your
you.
biggest fan.
And she's like, "That's weird." So she kind of tells her backstory, and she taught her. She had to teach herself to cook by watching, or not, by reading the Love Handles cookbook. She taught herself how to
She
cook.
says TV to you, like the
Okay,
food
TV.
channels and stuff.
Rachel Ray.
Yeah.
Uh, so she taught herself to cook, and that was that basically her backstory. And she started doing the videos because she thought she could help other moms because she felt like she didn't have no instruction because her mom didn't help at all. She didn't learn nothing from her mom, so that's why she had to teach herself. And then she tells him about the Craig thing, um, and she's like, once you make these cookies, you can start getting creative. And he's like, "Creative? Ah, it's not me. I don't do creative." And she tells him, every member of the family likes different stuff on their cookies. And he's like, "What does Steve like?" And she's like, "I don't know what Steve
I don't know
like."
anything about Steve.
Yeah. All I know is I don't like when Steve calls me babe.
And he's like, what do you like? And she's like, strawberries.
Strawberries.
Like,
And he's like, "You
what?
can't put those on cookies." And she's like, "Yeah, you can't put those on cookies." So baking day is over and they wake up and we get kind of a montage of like them doing the best. So they make cookies, they make the sugar cookies, and then they oh yeah, she meets Devin, the mom meets Devin, and Steve's like, "Hey,
That's
that's my
my girlfriend.
girlfriend." Because the mom's like flirting with him. And oh, what does he say? He's like, four hands are, because they're like, "Hey, Devin's gonna help you with the lights because you obviously suck with the lights." Um, and he's like, "Okay, four hands are better too." And he's like, "Well, that's a good idiom." And he's like, "What'd you call me?" And that was the joke. So it's time to spill the teas for the guy. And he's like, "Hey, what's her situation?" He's like, asking about her, and he's like, Greg, laughed, and
I'm
what does
just
he
trying to
say?
be a good stepdad.
Yeah, and he's like,
And he's like, what, you guys never like got together or anything? He's like, no,
yeah,
I'm trying to be a
yeah,
stepdad.
because he tells her no, he's like, "Have you always been an actor?" And he's like, "Yeah, I was like the actor. I was the actor in our high school, and we were the acting couple." And he's like, why didn't you guys ever like do anything? And he's like, I like the mom. I'm into the old ladies. Um, and then they ask her, says, hey, that Devin guy's kind of handsome. How come you're not like flirting with him? And she's like, I don't got time for that crap. I'm an influencer,
He's
man.
my boss.
I gotta, yeah, I'm a boss. He's my boss, and I gotta get these views. And the whole time he's like listening, and he's like, oh, he's like all sad that she doesn't want to, be in a relationship. So he's, oh man, I could have be Mr. Influencer. Okay, so next day, the kid had mentioned that he likes rockets, so she makes him a gingerbread rocket. And he's like, I wanted a real rocket. I wanted a gingerbread castle. And she's like, oh, shoot.
You're just so demanding, aren't you, little guy?
So we meet the new Santa, not the same as the old Santa. So this is the rental Santa that actually made it. Where was he on the other days? Uh, so he's really late and stumbling around. We don't know, like he got there on like a pike or something.
Probably drunk.
Probably drunk. And they're like, "Who are you? You're not the real Santa."
And
And
they're
he's
like,
like,
you listen here, you fat.
"He's like, you hired me." And they're
They're
like,
like,
"Where's the
we
real?"
want the real Santa, not you, nerd.
And he's like, "You guys are weird."
Doesn't she punch him in the belly?
Not yet, but she
Uh,
does eventually. So they look at the views and they still haven't got it, but they're doing better. And he's like, we're gonna get this. Me and you, we're gonna get this. So she wakes up and they start. Now they're both started dancing because they're like really into this. They think they can do it. He's gonna take over baking cookie duty, I guess, so she can build a big old gingerbread house. They start downing Ready Whip like nobody's business.
why is there Ready Whip on sugar cookies?
I don't know, but he's and then see they're doing better, Jared. They're at a million. They're at a million.
They need a million more.
So this is kind of like they kill Steve one day.
Breaks his leg, the poor guy.
I really wish he just died. I mean, because you could like hear it. It sounds like he broke his neck. But yeah, it was just a league. So that was one day, and then they're so close, man. They're at one
Because of
point.
poor Steve's
Yeah,
leg. That's what
yeah.
got him the 800,000.
They're like, watch a man break his leg on Christmas Day. So they're so close, 1.8. But then things start to fall apart. Devin's crying.
They're
They
losing
go down to
faith.
1.2. How do you get worse? Don't you just keep nailing it and you just
Just
where's
add
you?
or do something else a little
Yeah,
different.
wouldn't you be stuck at like 1.8 the whole time? I don't know how they get worse, but they do. They get under 1 million again. And they lose Spirit and she hates Santa and she yells it. I had to rewind it because I couldn't understand what she said, but she's like, I hate Santa.
Wouldn't that make you part of the naughty list? Can you hate Santa?
No, you're not allowed to hate Santa.
Well, then they're gonna be stuck in this for eons.
They make the gingerbread castle. Hugo destroys it with his dinosaurs, and she's like, "Oh, that's what you wanted to do."
And he's like,
She,
aren't you gonna play with me? And she's like, no.
oh yeah, she's like on the video. She's like, "Of course, that sounds fun." And then as soon as they in the video, she's like, "Go away, kid. I got stuff to do."
Don't bother me, child.
She finally changes clothes. I guess she got tired of the other dress, so she put on red. He's out getting supplies, and he sees like these people. He's like, "I got an idea." At first, I thought it was like the mailman or something, but it's like he finds a production crew. She's like, "What are you doing here?" He's always mad. He's like, "What?"
She said, oh, it's you.
Yeah, she's always, "Oh, it's you," because she was expecting Devin. But Devin got these. He just randomly found a production crew to like make the house nice and put up the lights. And they're being all lovey dovey. And the girl sees this and she's like not happy. She's like, "Nope." Uh, so they make this macaroon slide cake. So she shoots like the cookie down at the daughter, and it like hits her in the face, and she's like, "Yeah, have the
Oh, yeah, it
cookie."
smacks her in the face. And she's like, "You'll spend time with anyone but me."
Yeah, oh, you're with him with the love handles, man. And he's like, I don't have love handles. I'm Devin. Um, yeah, but she gets all mad because she's like flirting with this guy, and she goes and talks to her, and she's like, "You never do anything with us. You just do your videos, but you never like talk to us or anything." And then Steve gets upset because he sees other people putting up the lights, and he's like, "Hey, I thought I was putting up the lights." And they're like, "No, they're gonna do a good job, and they're good at it." And he's like, "Ah,
He really loves doing lights.
yeah." And the mom's like sad, and she got to put in a new dress. So Steve and them are doing the light video, and Steve's a little upset, so he goes in for a kiss, and she's like, "Yeah, girl, I want to kiss you. That can't be good for the views." And he's got a giant thumb for some reason. And then they make this big old Christmas tree, but the parents aren't happy because it's got no ornaments it's got no family
It's got no
ornaments.
family ornaments.
Yeah, it's just big balls. Look at how big those balls are. And then they make a giant castle, and she's like, "You can make anything with love handle." And the kid's like, "What the heck?" And then they go for the last shot, and everyone's upset. But the house looks amazing.
The reactions here.
Yeah. These
The
kids are just broken.
the dad, dude, he's like devastated.
Yeah, because he took all the family out of the family photo.
And he's
But
like, I've never been disappointed you
oh
or anything you've ever done, but I am now.
yeah, yeah, I mean that time you burned down like the church, and I wasn't disappointed, but today I am. And they're hugging out because they finally got the videos they wanted, and they get to 2 million, right? And then they're like, "Hey, man, maybe we should smooch." And she's like, "This
No,
was
he's like, I better go back and like to my hotel. And she's like, yeah,
yeah, yeah, you should get out of here."
you get out of here.
They were that close, man, that close.
Devin was like, oh my God, I'm her
It's
biggest fan.
happening! It's happening! I'm gonna be Mr. Christina. Um, this was the point where the dad was disappointed.
Yeah.
The kid is just
He's like, love handles, mom, really?
he's just broken. The daughter, I hope you got what you needed, mom. And she's like, yeah, I did.
We're gonna be rich.
So she's like, so all the family hates her, and Devin's about to leave, and she's like, well, you don't have to leave. And then they play that sexy music. I mean, you don't have to go right now. He's like, but everyone hates you. And shouldn't you like tend to the family? She's like, nah.
They'll forget tomorrow.
So they watch this squirrel. I don't know what this is. And she's like, have
What are you
you?
talking about? You've never seen this, Joseph?
I've never seen this. They watch this squirrel, and she's like, you never seen this? He's like, no. So she's like, well, you don't like celebrate Christmas, or what's up with you?
She's like, I don't know any of your traditions of like
Yeah.
Christmas stuff you like.
What do you do for Christmas? And he's like, well, I had a grandma, and she baked a nasty fruit cake. And of course, he doesn't have parents. Well, his dad left them when they were young, and his mom died. So he was pretty much raised by his grandma. She's like, I got something for you. And she gives him a breakfast burrito. It's actually a fruitcake. And she's like, someone sent me this. And they start eating it.
I
And
like
he's
how
like,
she's like, this is disgusting. He's like, this is actually not bad, but fruitcake.
she's like, yeah. And they
Fruitcake
fall.
is okay.
I've never had
It's not
it.
as bad as everyone makes it
Maybe I
out to
have. I
be.
can't remember. Doesn't it just taste like raisin stuff?
Raisins.
Yeah. Um, so they fall asleep next to each other, and the family's upstairs just going
Just disappointed.
disappointed. So she gets up thinking, the curse is broken because it got to 2 million, making eggs.
Did she ever think maybe Santa doesn't want scrambled eggs for Christmas Eve? Maybe that's the
Maybe that's
ticket
the
out of
problem.
this loop.
Maybe I should just give them Pop Tarts. But she gets a knock at the door, and it's the dad, and she's like, "What are you doing here?" And
No,
he's
she
like,
says like I'm sorry. There's there's not gonna be filming today. He's like, "What?"
"Yeah." She's like, "What are you doing here?" But then she realizes that it's Christmas Eve again, that they didn't break the curse. And then comes running from his hotel, and he's like, "It didn't work."
2 million didn't make it happen. And so they're going back to the board.
We go back to board, and he's like, "What if we like nuke the planet, and that will make time go forward?" And she's like, "What? You stupid." So she beats up Santa. She's like, "Where is
Oh, this
Santa?"
is where he starts punching him in the tummy.
Yeah, it's the tax. She's like, "Where is she?
I
Where
like
is
Devin
she?"
at this party. He's like, "Let it happen. She needs this."
He's like, "I'm gonna die. That's okay. I'll come back tomorrow." So it's the next morning, and she throws her phone. She's had it. She's like, "What are you doing here?" And he's like, "We got to do this
We're gonna
together."
we're gonna do this together. And she's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I love him."
So I don't, they write a letter to Santa. They both write, I don't
It's
know
their
who,
only thing she can think of.
the
She's
only
like,
thing
"I'm
they can,
just gonna write Santa."
who do they mail it to? I don't know. And they're just out of ideas. So she like sacrifices him to Santa to see if
She
that'll
killed
work.
him, blood
Yeah.
sacrifice.
Maybe that'll work.
On the holly or on the mistletoe, just kill this man.
He was okay with it too. Look at him. He's like, do it, Christina, right in the heart.
I'm your biggest fan.
So next day she's like, not today, man. We gotta take a break. This ain't
When
working.
was this movie made?
2021.
Oh, okay. That phone looks old as sin.
Yeah. So she starts crying because they can't break the stupid curse. So she ends up at his hotel, and then the sexy music plays. No, I'm just
It's
kidding. But she's like, I can't do this anymore. And he's like, I know. Do you want to? He's like, do you want to order room service? I always just put it on their tab because it doesn't matter. She's like, yeah, let's order the whole menu. And apparently they just sent up the continental
fruit. They just
breakfast.
get fruit.
They just sent up the leftovers of the continental breakfast. These Tubi movies, all they eat is fruit. It's all
It's all they can afford.
no meat exists in Tubi land. Look at that orange juice.
Oh, there's a whole tray of muffins. I didn't notice that.
So they talk, and he's like, maybe we should just, forget about it and be with the ones we love.
And she's like, "That's stupid.
Devin, you're weird.
How's that gonna break a curse, idiot?
Let's try the sacrifice thing
Just eat your
again.
croissant."
Can we do the blood sacrifice thing again? He's like, no, that really hurt.
Can I do it this time? She's like, "No, you're a fool."
No, you're Devin. So she wakes up the next morning, and she's like making pancakes, making bacon pancakes.
See, I was right.
You're right. You gotta stop the eggs, man. Too much eggs.
Said I don't like protein, he likes carbs.
So she's like, "What? Who's knocking on the door?" And it's Devin. And she's like,
And
"Well, I
she's
thought."
like, "I thought you said you had to be with the ones you love today."
And he's
And he's
like,
like,
"I
"I
am."
am."
And she's like, "Oh,
And this is probably very disturbing for the
the dad."
family
Yeah.
because they don't even know him.
Like, who is this guy? It's Devin for love handles. Because the dad's like, "Who is this guy?" So she's like, "Oh, we're all in love now." So then they spend a regular day.
She's
And
like, "We can do whatever you want." And she's like, "Can we actually just bake?
can we
Just you
just
and
make
me?"
some cookies, man? So they make some
I thought she
cookies.
would hate baking because I thought she would just hate everything
No,
that has to do with like
yeah.
these videos, but she just wants to bake with the mom.
Devin's like, he says something like she hates the videos, but she loves being with you or something like that. So she does them. And she's like, hey, what about that guy you like it? And Devin's like, this is girl
Here's a
time.
toaster.
Yeah, here's a toaster. This is girl time. Here's a toaster. He's like, I don't know what that means. He goes, I'll show you. So they leave. But before he does, sneaky Devin,
Oh, the sneaky cam.
he puts the camera on.
Although, how did he aim that? so well. Like he's
I know.
like, and it's like the perfect shot. I'm like, what? I can't even do it when I'm trying.
His AI, he just tells the phone, no, only get perfect shots, and then
And
AI does it.
I was like, how do I move myself?
So Steve comes in, and she's like, "We're not filming today. You don't have to put up the lights." And he's like, "Can I
He's
still
like,
do
I
it?
I want to.
I like putting up the lights." And she's like, "I guess, go ahead, but you don't have to."
And she asks him, what do you like in your sugar cookies? And he's like, Pop Rocks.
Yeah,
And he's like, I like an
a little
adventure in my
adventure in my
mouth.
mouth.
But he looks at the mom after he says that. I'm like, oh.
He likes adventure, Jared. And like he's filming this the whole time. He's a sneaky devil. And then she comes out with the Pop Tart cookies, and he's like, "This is the greatest day of my life. Can we get a selfie?" She's like, "Sure." That's a
I'm just,
weird reaction. Why do you need a selfie for that?
he's like, I'm glad I can just be a good stepdad for once.
Hmm. She's like, "I
He
love
must
you."
think he's like 80 or something.
Well, he says that, but he's always calling her babe. Oh, this was the part. Um, Actually, I don't remember. Oh no, she comes in. And she's like, "You like my mom, don't you?" And he's like,
And he's
"Everyone."
like, that is my best friend.
Yeah,
That is my friend. We are friends.
friend zone, friend.
And she's like, you're not looking at
Yeah.
her like a friend. And he's like, shut up.
He's like, she smells good. She's like, what? And you're like, nothing.
Like a friend should.
Yeah, she get that friendly smell. So it turns out the kid just wanted to make a lava dinosaur diorama
He
thing.
just wanted to spend time with the
He just
mom. And
wanted to play.
he wanted to make look at this.
They,
Snicker.
yeah, they put like Snicker minis on a volcano.
That's awesome.
And he's like, why aren't you making one? And she's like, can I just help you with yours?
He's like, yeah, I'd like that.
And then it ends with the family having a big old snowball fight, and they accidentally kill Steve again.
Oh, is it Steve? I thought someone beams Devin in the face or something.
Doesn't she say like, "Did you see how I got Steve?"
Oh, yeah.
They
Got
killed
him right
poor
in the
Steve.
nads, she says. Get him right in the nads.
Killed poor Steve again. And
And
he's
he's
like,
like, let me show you something. I got a little
I
something for
got
you.
something to show you. And she looks at it, and it's the film, and she's like, "What the heck is this?"
And she's like, we said no filming today.
Yeah, she rightfully is like, "You sicko! Why are you going around filming this without our permission?" He's like, "Oh, but wait, I got something to tell you." And she's like, "I don't care. Get out of here."
He's like, I'm showing them the raw, actual Chase family love.
Yeah,
And
but
she's like,
she,
screw you, we said no filming. She didn't see the actual what he's going for. She was just like, we said no filming.
yeah. So she kicks him
And she's
out.
like, don't film my family because you don't have a family. And I was like, whoa.
Well, yeah, that's true.
I was like, whoa, lady, you're not
you,
on the good list anymore.
you have this weird messed up family. I like before Devin leaves, Steve's like, "Hey, come play with us. It's
Oh
fun."
yeah.
But
And they
Devin,
see that he's crying, and Steve's like, we have to see what's wrong.
yeah, the family's all confused. I thought you loved this guy, and now you kick him out. It's like, what the heck is going on? So she goes and cries, and the dad's like, "Hey, I actually like these
These are
videos."
good videos. That's all he says. Nothing else.
Yeah, and she's like, she's like, "Oh, I guess I'll watch them." So she does. She starts laughing.
she she somehow uploads and
To Love Hand.
doesn't do I guess and then doesn't title them,
Edit.
does
Yes,
edit
no
it.
thumbnail. How does that work, Jared? How did she do that? I guess there's a backup Devin at Love Handles or something. Maybe she did do it and we just didn't see her do it. Um,
There's no way it'd be like the next day.
and then she tells the family, "Hey, can we do one more video?" And she does the confession.
She did the classic YouTuber like, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
lied to
I
you.
have to apologize.
She brings out the ukulele. She's like, I'm singing a little song.
He's like, "I did a boogie." Sorry, not sorry.
Steve is actually married to this lady.
And he's like, "Oh yeah," and she's like, "Oh yeah," and the dad's like, "Ugh." So Devin's packing up to leave town. He's like, "Why the heck am I packing? We gotta
That
do
was
the,
funny.
I
Why am I
gotta,
even packing?
I gotta do the day over again." But who does she? She doesn't call Devin, right?
No, she calls her.
She calls her and she's like, "Yeah, you did it. This is like
You guys
blow
have
it
like
up."
5 million
Yeah,
views.
I think it's four, but
It's five.
I thought the daughter says it's four. So she's like, "You're our new president of the world."
You just have the keys to the castle,
You can have
lady.
my job. She's like, "Okay." So, she's like, "Did Devin see it? Is he not going to watch it?"
Oh,
No, he's on.
we forgot the whole part. Devin leaves his phone.
Yes.
They're watching all these videos on his phone, and she's like, "Did he not see it?
Yeah.
He has no phone."
Yeah. It's so dumb. And,
Thank God he has a laptop.
and why would he see it? Is he that, like, you just broke his heart.
Well, he is up the biggest fan.
But still, she just broke his heart. She shattered it in her hand. Would he go to YouTube and start watching her
It
channel again? I don't know. I don't know,
was a
Devin.
very weird
Yeah.
plan of hers.
So luckily he doesn't he get a call?
No,
He just
he's just
opens
like
up his
watching it.
he just opens his laptop and starts watching it. I guess man, once you're the biggest fan, you just can't stop, man.
He's an addict.
He's an addict. He so he watches that and he like
And he
runs.
hears the party in Isu and he runs. He's like, shoot.
Yeah, he runs. And she's like, he's not coming. And like the
And the
second
mom's like,
later,
duh.
the second she says that, there's like a knock on the door.
No, there's honking.
Oh, yeah, why does he honk?
He just like, dee 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 dee.
So she runs out there and they're like, I love you too.
Oh my God, I love you.
So they start making out and the family just watches it. Steve's like, oh yeah.
Mm.
He's like, it's
I'm not gonna stop calling her babe.
he's like, it's better with an older lady, but you do you.
Some people have weird taste.
um, so she wakes up the next morning and Devin's there already. And she's like, what the heck are you doing here?
And she says her classic, what the heck are you doing here?
He made her a strawberry pie.
Which is not a sugar cookie, so she's a
No,
liar.
but because they said you can't put strawberries on a sugar cookie. That pie looks terrible. It looks like Ready Whip with strawberries in it.
Yeah, also, I don't know why they're sticking out like that. Usually you have them like layered.
David don't know bake, so they're all.
And he's like, guess what? It's
It's
Christmas.
Christmas, so they're like, "Yay, we did it!"
And she's like, F yeah.
The family rejoices. So what did they do?
For Christmas?
I mean, what reversed it? Their love or something?
Yeah, Santa's just being a Cupid. He's taking over Cupid's job. He's
Cupid's
like
like,
that.
"Hey, that
He's like
baby."
that diapered idiot can't do anything.
That baby's always wrong. And they look at each other.
And she
Okay.
hears a little jingle jangle outside.
Mm-hmm. It's
And Santa
Santa.
flips him off.
Oh, what does he say?
He like just touches his nose or something like that. And then they look back and he's gone. And she's like, something about that old man.
I don't remember his last words. And then
He
the
doesn't
fam-
say anything. They don't go out in time.
and then the family runs out and they play in this fake, the worst digital snow I've ever seen. It was terrible.
That's the realest snow I've ever seen.
It looks
So
like dandruff flying around or something.
that is snow.
It was terrible. So a chance for Christmas, Jared.
You went right to the meal.
I do. I do that every time. It actually helps me to stop from getting to the next movie. So, a chance for Christmas. What did you think?
Mm, it was a bit, I guess it was a decent rom-com kind of thing with not much com.
Except for Steve.
It was like a really good Hallmark movie,
Yeah.
but a terrible Christmas movie.
No, it didn't. remind me of Christmas too much when I was watching it. I guess it was too bright or something. I don't know.
What? What does
It's
that
like
mean?
it's too bright every because the
Is Christmas
lights.
dark?
Yeah, Christmas is a little more somber, I guess.
No, what?
There was some bad acting, real bad acting at the beginning. For some reason, it got better somehow. The
Yeah.
production, because the
Everything got a little better at the
when they
end.
were in the office, I was like, "Whoa, this is like terrible production." And the acting was bad. It was like, "What is going on?" But somehow they got better. They the actors like got better as it went on. Yeah, it's a Hallmark movie. It's more original than most Hallmark movies, I would say. There was no like little town in it, so that was a good thing. Yeah, that was a chance for Christmas. So I didn't really know what to give it for the meal that the TV dinner we usually do. But so I was like, these
Ham and
people,
fried chicken cutlet?
yeah, these people only ever eat breakfast. That's all we ever see. She never makes them Christmas dinner because they leave for that fall
You
thing.
should have gave him one of those Jimmy Dean bowls, breakfast bowls.
No, they've had enough breakfast. That's
But
all
that
they eat. They need a Christmas dinner. Even at the hotel, they could have ordered burgers or something. They get breakfast. So these people need a dinner bad. So I'm giving them, you got to have Christmas ham for dinner. So they get them ham and a fried cutlet, Jared.
406 grams of what?
Just grams.
All together?
Yeah. Our Hungry Man's supposed to be a pound of meat, food. Because with potatoes, corn, and
And
corn.
dessert.
No, but what is it? Corn
Oh,
sauce?
sauce.
Corn sauce? What kind of sauce?
It's just sauce and dessert.
There's no dessert there. Maybe that
Maybe
red stuff's the dessert.
it's dessert sauce.
I think the sauce is on the ham, and then that
No,
red
that they could
stuff's
say
dessert.
gravy.
Jared, there's got to be a dessert.
Wait, why is there sauce on ham?
They sauce the ham, man.
That's usually like a honey glaze.
Maybe that's what it is.
No, I think they're saying
We are
sauce
going too
dessert.
deep
I
into
don't know.
this hungry man. All right, so that was a chance for Christmas, and that's gonna do it for It Came from Tubi for this year. So happy holidays from us. We enjoy doing this so much. So we'll be back next year. And what better way to celebrate the new year than
Dylan?
watching an old friend or visiting an old friend? So we
Oh,
got the
it's
stepmother
been so
too.
freaking long. That's not the
Well,
same guy.
I know. Is that the same lady?
I think I checked and it's her the most of them.
Yeah, yeah, it's her. But these pictures on Tubi, you can never tell. Even this one, the Chance for Christmas they didn't look like each other. But yeah, we're gonna visit the stepmother and see how she's doing after getting stabbed in the back. Let's see how that changes a woman. But yeah, thanks for watching. Like if you like bad movies, subscribe so you don't miss them, and notify yourself for even more good stuff. And we will see you next time. Bye.